Hello everybody, I'm Storm here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV Online Endwalker. In the last episode, our Adamantite finally arrived, along with a whole bunch of friends and allies. So that was pretty cool. Also, Fortuno has finally acknowledged his own kids and realized that, he made a mistake when he disowned them. So that's also good. And we've gained access to the lower levels of Labyrinthos, called Thalmazane, which is where their starship is located. And so, got a good look at that. And it's also where they access the Aetherial Sea, down there, using this device called the Aetherial, which just looks like a lift. So, we're going to be heading down into the Aetherial Sea to attempt to locate Hydaelyn to have our conversation with her. So that is kind of where we are at, and I decided that I'm going to go ahead and continue to use trusts for this, because I think it just makes the most narrative sense to use trusts. So that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to be going in as Paladin this time. So I have been able to push both Paladin and Machinist to 89. In fact, Machinist is almost all the way to 90. So I'd like to get a bunch of EXP on Paladin and see how far we can get that. So that's form a party. Well, actually, let's small talk first. We have always tried to do the right thing, but we have not always been kind nor merciful. We should not be surprised if some few harbored resentment for us as they passed on. We must face these truths and meet them as they come. Yeah, there's a few souls out there that might be rather angry at us. Pistola, I now understand why these facilities are so heavily guarded. If it fell into the wrong hands, the wisdom of Hydaelyn could be dangerous, 'tis true. However, that danger is not compared to what would result should the common folk en masse venture into the Ethereal Sea unprepared, which they most certainly would if they thought it would allow them to speak to the dead. Once that secret got out, no rational argument could dissuade people from wanting to see their loved ones, no matter how ephemeral the meeting. True, they say. Maybe our enemies are down there, but if we've beaten them once, we can beat them again. I'm more concerned about our meeting with Hydaelyn. We may find our truth, but what if... No, I'd rather not think on it. Let's move on. Thancred. If some part of them remains in the Ethereal Sea, do you think... Forgive me, that's not why we're here. And no matter what happens, she'll always be with us, with Breen most of all. So tell us to live for the here and now, do what must be done, and we will. Thinking about Memphilia. Stinian. I've seen more than enough death in my time. Friends, enemies, far too many to count. Once, revenge was all I lived for. All that hate, all that anger. What good did it do? None, that's what. The way I see it, there's no point living for the past. It's the present that needs protecting. Yeah. Graha. Small talk. You cannot help but think of those who were transformed into beasts. Their ether dissolved into nothingness, their souls forever lost. Yet I dare say Fandaniel still wanders the Ethereal Sea, as do ancients who gave rise to Zodiark, setting in motion so many cataclysmic events. If there is a justice or morality at work that governs our fate, I do not know it, nor do I think any man ever will. Also, Emmett could be down there somewhere, too. Alright. If Hydaelyn be unwilling or unable to divulge Median's location, I shall see our comrades delivered to the moon, one and all. I pray, however, that this eventuality doth not come to pass. While even a sliver of hope remaineth, we must needs fight on. Okay. Now it's time to form our party. Okay. Who do I want as healer? I almost never take Graha as healer.
I stand ever ready.
And Alice and Y'shtola.
Right then.
Let's take Estinian. Alright, let's go. Oh, this is interesting. Quite the environment. Alright. Need to find me good food to use. Tenacity, vitality, and critical hit. Sakuri. Sounds good.
All seems in order with the lens, and I trust you can hear me. Those things are pure malcontent, the residue of lives unfulfilled.
I'll keep things rather slow-paced, because there really isn't a point.
Allow me.
When using trusts.
There.
You underestimate me!
Alright. Okay, can't actually go that way. Thinking cynicism, sinking arrogance.
You're mine!
All right. Couple more sinking cynicisms. Sinking rivalry. Thinking rivalry is taking a bit more to knock down. Just the DPS isn't focusing on it just yet. There we go. Ah, this looks a little different. Ilberd. Fancy meeting you here.
There.
The other little flame hasn't done anything yet. Thinking arrogance. Memory of a principled scion. Oh, that looks like Tube Stamati.
I will not hold back.
Got you!
Apolimo? Okay, first boss is Livia the Undeterred. Livia Sans Junius, huh? Okay, those two are active. Stay away from them.
You're mine!
Gloves are off. Gloves are off.
You're mine!
Figured they were going to be line AoEs. Alright, and then those are going to do another line AoE. I'm just going to stay between them.
You underestimate me!
Oh, I'm not getting hit by the tentacles.
I will end this farce.
There.
Come on, go down. Stola, what are you doing?
Follow the flow of ether. It will guide you.
That was embarrassing.
No kidding. All right. Use the ether current.
The ether is too dense. Ah, I'm losing you.
Well, this is cool. Crystallized ether.
This will hurt. Got you.
There. Allow me. There.
All right. Thinking partiality. Rush of familiar affection. The memory of a valiant Archon takes form. Nax. That's probably Moonbreeda.
Got you. This will hurt.
Rush of familiar delight. The memory of a kind-hearted knight takes form. Parsifal.
Got you.
All right. Some more hostiles. Want to avoid that.
Allow me.
I will not hold back.
All right, second boss. And this one is rotating. Alright, let's get to it. This one.
This will hurt.
Alright, what's he doing? Alright, that's interesting. Alright, this again. I'm gonna find the one that's progressing quickly.
Gloves are off.
There.
And not the ones that are being targeted.
Allow me.
This will hurt. You underestimate me.
Alright, which way are they gonna go? That way. Alright.
I will end this farce.
Alright, we've almost got him down. And there he goes. Again. Okay, and who's this? Thinking, impatience, and dishonesty.
There.
Alright, we're gonna focus on this one.
Allow me.
Alright, those are all down. Minfilia's spirit, huh? Too bad I couldn't bring Thancred. Actually, go ahead and drag these over to here.
You underestimate me!
And a hallowed ground.
Allow me.
Help Graha out by healing myself a little bit. That was a little rougher than I anticipated, but we got through it. Alright, final boss.
So bold. So headstrong. Stubborn to the last.
Ben Daniel.
Is as far as you go. Oblivion beckons!
Sundered Soul, Ammon the Undying. Alright, let's go.
May faces have I worn, but this is my favorite by far. You will persist in this folly no longer.
Ah, yeah, I'm gonna watch the progress of that.
The stage is set.
Okay, don't be in line of that, I don't think. Yep. I think I missed a mechanic there.
Let the curtains rise for the main attraction.
Oh, curtain call. A bracing wind.
There.
Ah. Kiva. Or Ysayle. Get behind the ice.
My, what a boorish audience you are.
You underestimate me!
I will not hold back.
There.
You're mine!
Alright, we got two of those.
You underestimate me!
Okay, we want to be over here.
Allow me.
You're mine!
I will not hold back.
There.
Oop, back off, back off. Oh. Went to the wrong side.
There.
Just about done. Ah, stick them with a pointy end 9.
Lies. All lies. Your dreams, your hopes, your futures, Delusions alive!
And off he goes. Alright. One thing that I want to do real quick is swap recommended gear, because I did pick up some gear for new accessories. Alright. Let's exit out of here and see what happens. And he's back.
My very essence begins to wane. Sweet, sweet agony.
Leave this to her.
Come to deal the coup de grace. Good. Watching you struggle against the inevitable is bad comedy. Erase me from existence, soul and all.
Do you have any memories of Meteon?
How would you know that name?
Well, because we met you, or, well, the former you in Elpis.
Then it was you. In Elpis. With Emmett Selk. The final pieces fall into place. In my halcyon days, as the mortal Ammon, I was haunted by a dream. Night after night, the faceless multitude, the voiceless cries, shards of shattered memories. But slowly, the fog began to clear. This was Elpis. And I was Hermes. Recurring though it was, I paid this dream little heed. It was only when I was granted the seat and memories of Fandaniel that I knew these visions to be true. They were the memories of Hermes that he himself erased using the power of Kairos. Or so he thought. In his attempt to burn away the events of that fateful day, he succeeded only in searing them more deeply into his soul. My soul. Death failed to expunge them. No matter how many times it came. Rebirth after rebirth, from one Fandaniel to the next. I wonder, is Emmett Selk adrift somewhere in this ethereal sea? In defeat, finally remembering your time together in Elpis? How it must gall him to be entrusted with knowledge of the final days only to be rendered powerless to act upon it. So many lifetimes dedicated to restoring his beloved Amara in blissful ignorance. Oh, folly. But make no mistake, my life as Hermes is not the reason I invited the world's end.
Really?
I have lived. I have struggled. I have dredged the very depths of despair. And in the detritus of existence, I found the truth. I served a great ruler, powerful beyond measure. The world his dominion. Yet even he and his vast empire were destined to fall, to become one with oblivion. At the end of life's journey lies only death. So I ask you, why live at all? We betray, we torment, we murder. We are wicked, spiteful creatures, without exception. If life is so sacred, so precious, why fill it with such misery? Man wallows in a hell of his own making without purpose or meaning. To live is to suffer, and I would end that suffering by my own hand. It matters not if it flies in the face of all believed right and just. Death is the only solution!
So you fell into nihilism as well.
That is my truth. My answer to the question. And yet, even as the words pass my lips, I am filled with doubt. Has my search reached its end? Was this the only way? After all these years, is this the answer I was hoping for?
The lamentations of the damned. How it vexes me to see your conviction falter at the last. Fandango. Still clinging to existence, I see.
Bahi.
You, who champion death so fervently, unwilling to accept your own, refusing to be purified and swept into the sea of souls. As do I. We prisoners to memory, watching as the world turns. Though unlike me, you will be spared the ignominy of having your corpse made a puppet, dancing to another's tune.
Yep. Asahi.
Is that Asahi?
Or Asahi. However you want to pronounce it.
How very astute. But let me be clear, I have not come to consort with the likes of you. Nor have I come to bemoan the state of the world following my untimely demise. In fact, I delight in mankind's downfall, and the anguish it brings the savior of the savages. If I played some small part in the chaos, all the better. Not that I was in any position to resist. But to be made accomplice to the betrayal of Lord Xenos.
Still carrying that torch for Xenos.
I would die 1,000 deaths to exact my vengeance. Now you are at my mercy. I shall drag us both into oblivion, and you will never see the fulfillment of your magnum opus. Even should you be reborn, your desperate search for answers must start again.
I'll do what must be done.
And what might that be? My wish is all but granted. To die and take you all with me.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
Don't try to follow me. I had more of you people than I could stomach in life. Never mind in death.
And the feeling's mutual.
Likewise. I pray we do not meet again.
Exactly.
You had better hope not.
All right, now we can actually come here and do what we came here to do.
Come. Hydaelyn is waiting.
Brave travelers, I welcome you.
Well, there she is. Well, there she actually is. Meet again, Vana.
I see. Thou didst journey under Elpis. And now, the rivers of time converge. I know why you have come. Yet I would hear you speak your reasons all the same.
They're trying to imply that the two timelines existed separately until they reached the same point, and then they converged. Maybe?
You created the moon to deliver mankind from the final days. But is that really how it has to end? We do not wish to abandon this world. We want to protect the source and all of its shards.
To flee is but one of two paths. The other leadeth to Meteon, far beyond the stars, where she doth chant creation's requiem. Her domain is formed of dynamis, pure, absolute. Where emotion and memory govern all, ether will avail you naught. Meteon hath gathered the pain and despair of countless stars, and to go unprepared is to go unto your doom.
We'll beat her. We'll win. I swear it. Is what I might have said once. After everything I've seen, all the times I've succumbed to my own anger and fear, I can no longer pretend that courage and faith will be enough. But are we truly so powerless that our only choice is to flee?
Far from it, my child. Long ago, the inhabitants of myriad stars, many more prosperous than Aetherial, sought to free their worlds from life's woes. Sorrow and anger, conflict and hostility, despair, and even death itself. But as Meteion reported, every attempt ended in failure. Darkness abideth within every living being and can never be cast out. Neither reason nor faith can challenge this immutable truth. To live is to suffer. And in suffering, find strength and purpose and hope. As you have done so many times before. Thou dost pursue an impossible dream, yet knowing this, you pursue it nevertheless. And thou hast learned to depend on others as they do thee. Thy yearning for the power to save the powerless hath ever driven thee to greater heights. Thou hast grown strong. Though those closest to thee no longer walketh by thy side, their love remaineth thy guiding light. For duty's sake, thou hast been bound by truths unutterable time and time again. Yet thy heart hath never wavered, as thy companions will attest. In thy pursuit of mysteries great, all thou believest is brought into question. Undaunted, thy thirst for knowledge remaineth unquenched. The fires of hatred that once burned in thy heart burneth no more. From their ashes doth spring the light of love, warm and pure. As witness to black calamity, thou despaired at man's helplessness. Resolved, thou didst unite a distant world on the brink of collapse. And thou, my champion, when all did seem lost, thou never abandoned hope. For every trial and every foe that did bar thy way, thou hast proven equal to the challenge, drawing courage from the many bonds forged on thy journey. You have all known despair, and though the end approacheth, you walk on, heads held high. Therein lieth your power, the strength to silence the song of oblivion.
Then there is a means to confront her.
Yes, if you should prove yourselves worthy.
Prove ourselves worthy.
Hark!
Ah, I see.
Nigh impossible is it to send mortals to the edge of the universe. Should you fail, there will be no second chance. As the will of the star, I ask of you this. Do you possess the fortitude to stand firm when all around you doth crumble? Do you possess the faith to vanquish despair itself? Should you lack the strength to best a supreme deity, I cannot allow you to make the journey. You must leave this star and never return. Prepare yourselves.
All right, then.
Prove ourselves worthy, then. Sounds straightforward enough.
He's ready to go.
Aye. No room for confusion there.
In any case, we've come too far to back down now.
I am of the same mind. What power I have, I shall bring to bear.
The three of you seem to be forgetting who we're up against. It's not every day we battle a divine being of untold power. Well, not quite every day. Do try not to get underfoot. Needless to say, there'll be no margin for error.
Let us hold nothing back. For the people of this world and those beyond the rift.
Yeah, we've done this once or twice.
Alas, the question I posed to thee in Elpis hath remained unanswered these long years. I would hear thy response, warrior of light. Shouldst thou emerge victorious?
All right. Oh yeah, we can do trusts with this one. This is the first 8-man trust trial. We're gonna do this with trusts because, again, it just makes narrative sense to do so. And since we're already level 90 on Paladin, we're gonna switch the Machinist for this. And yeah, we're just gonna keep on rolling. Let's small talk first. The strength is the courage to confront your failings and accept that you are worthy of another chance, to rise from the ashes while the fire still burns, bloodied but unbowed. My friends have made me strong. Estinian? What, surprised to hear me and love mentioned in the same breath? I've not a heart of stone. Even in my darkest hour, there were people I cared for. Mentors, comrades, that mad woman who gave her life for us. Then you and Alphino threw my eyes off a bridge, and I've never known peace since. Alright. Is that Estinian or Nidhogg speaking? Alright. Or both. Never, in the past, present, or future, have I found only happiness. To live is to be ever beset by hardships great and small. Yet, it is in adversity we find strength to strive for the next moment of peace and the next, no matter what trials we face. By this strength have the will of gods been defied and the fortunes of men's been forever changed. May it be so again this day. Alright, Graha. Alice? Emitzelk called us incomplete, pitiful creatures, he said, and maybe we are. Pain, grief, fear, they walk with us wherever we go. We prove to him that we deserve to live, and we'll prove it to Hydaelyn, Meteion, to the universe itself if we must. Alright. Eorzea. We bring our singular talents to bear as one, even gods may fall. Nevertheless, I prithee throw thyself not into peril, lest our curative resources be spent. Basically, don't stand in the fire. Alright, Yerstola. From the ruins of a sundered paradise did she rise, to grant this star new life. As its will, long has she labored to guide her children. Make no mistake, this trial puts to proof Heidelin's own faith. And Thancred. Pain and despair. Aye, we're old friends. I've lost count of the times I've cursed my own powerlessness. But it's the blessed moments in between that I choose to hold in my heart. Memories and possibilities. I fight to keep those things alive. In Philia and Reen, to say nothing of you lot, I know I would never settle for less. Alright. And the whole team. Fall in. Let's go.
I, the last of my kind, shall test thee. Come, prove thy worth.
All right.
Have you the strength of will to alter man's fate? A change of arms. May the test continue.
All right, is she can be switching modes?
Where near or far,
I will not
my
alter.
turn. And now this. Light unyielding.
You're mine!
Okay, I ate something there. All right, let's get away, get away, get away.
By blade.
Or not. Oh, that was a cross. Okay.
You underestimate me.
Where near or far.
Okay, okay. Got that one.
There!
The tank stack. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be the cross.
By blade.
There we go.
Be gone!
Crystals of light. To me.
This looks familiar.
Here.
Alright, we're gonna burn them down.
The song of creation's end. Feel.
Alright, they're going on that one. Alright.
The sorrow at hope's demise. Think.
Alright, I guess we're going
Find
counterclockwise.
your way in the darkness.
You underestimate me!
Alright, spread out again, or get some distance. Alright, good.
Something special for you. You cannot stop us!
Follow your light.
Oh, stop moving!
Or
Okay.
fly, my children, and never look back. Then you are resolved.
With heart and steel!
But this test is far from over.
Gloves are off.
By crystal's light.
Spread out.
Light unyielding.
Let's give them a show!
Refulgence eternal.
Probably want to get away from that. Yep.
You underestimate me!
Be gone!
I will not hold back.
And we don't even have her down to half yet. Okay.
We're near or far.
My turn!
We're high or low.
There's a reason they're staying there.
My turn!
Alright. That one, and then that one. Okay, get ready to move.
I have you now!
By flame.
Ah.
You underestimate me!
Hold still.
Gloves are off.
Gotta watch for those symbols.
Succumb not to fear.
I have you now!
Make ready! Be gone!
Ooh, multi-hit stack. Alright, follow them.
Allow me.
Oop, oop, oop. Almost got clipped by that.
I will not hold back.
unyielding.
Something special for you.
Alright, gonna watch where they're gonna move. Go over here. Slide in behind that one.
Allow me.
Oh, get in, get in.
We're near or far.
And then out. Alright.
You underestimate me!
I have you! Hold still!
Oh, that's gonna be a cross. Okay. There we go.
Be gone!
I will not hold back.
Just grinding down here.
I will not hold back.
Almost. There we go.
At last, man has the strength to.
Alright. Alright. Let's exit and see what she has to say.
No! This can't be happening!
Looks like she expended the last of what she had.
Though my power is in constant flux, I have always kept a reserve for this very moment. It was a true test of your prowess. You have done well.
There is one thing I must ask. By sundering the world into 14 shards, the ether of all living beings too was divided. This reduction would in theory allow us to more easily interact with Dynamis. Having seen mankind brought to the very precipice of extinction, you wished for us to develop a means to overcome despair. You believed we had the potential, and sundered all creation to see it fulfilled, to deliver us to that swirling maelstrom of Dynamis in which our foe hides, and grant us the power to defeat her once and for all. Is this not true?
It is as thou sayest. 'Twas the trial to which I subjected mankind, and it hath led to untold bloodshed and suffering. There was no kindness, nor justice in the tragedy I wrought. When confronted with the almighty Zodiac, my only recourse was rend him and the world asunder, that his power be diminished for a time. And so it came to pass. Now you, my chosen, have surpassed my expectations, surpassed me. I entrust the fate of the universe unto you.
No pressure.
This crystal contains the memory of Meteion's passage through the stars. Deliver it unto the Loporrits. They will guide you to her.
Though they may be capable of crossing great distances, there is a vast difference between traveling to the moon and the furthermost reaches of the great expanse. And unlike Meteion, we cannot simply soar on waves of dynamis to our destination.
Indeed. To make such a journey would require an astronomical amount of ether. But a solution lieth close at hand.
A solution like maybe a building-sized crystallized crystallization of ether? It just happens to be sitting over there?
Of course.
Yes, my child. Ever since I became the will of the star, the ether drawn here had slowly crystallized. They who have answered my call know it well. While I have remained hidden, it hath become the embodiment of the planet's will in my place. A faceless, omnipotent force of nature. The Mother Crystal. Our final hope. Alas, I can do no more. The fulfillment of this task doth fall to you, my chosen. Now, heed these words. Darkness and light, despair and hope, as goeth one, so goeth the other. Become light, become hope. I have a gift for thee. Come closer. Long have I searched for a means to safeguard the future of this star. Though I knew failure after failure, by recalling thy tales and my promise to thee, I found the strength to carry on. Though the world is ever changing, thy thirst for adventure hath never waned. Thine unshakable resolve never ceases to amaze, to inspire. As a mark of my gratitude, I bestow this final gift. Thou dost possess the Crystal of Azum, yes? As Hydaelyn, I reside over the forces of stasis, tranquility, peace. The laws which impart stability to existence itself. I will weave this self-same power into the crystal, granting thee mastery over matter, to give form to the formless. Use it wisely, or it will not last indefinitely. As thou hast seen on thy journey through the Ethereal Sea, souls are drawn to thee. Mayhap this trait will prove to be a boon rather than a hindrance.
We will be able to give physical form to souls.
It is thy hopes and prayers that enable Azam's invocations and give them life. So keep them close. But pray, remember this. When the way forward is hidden, even from the mind's eye, look not to the invocation, but within yourself. These were the words of the crystal's original bearer. With that, my work is finished. Fulfill our promise. Right the wrongs committed when the world was yet whole. Silence the song of oblivion. Teach her a brighter melody. Show her our journey is far from over.
We'll find our way, but no.
Of this, I have no doubt. For yours is a light brilliant beyond measure. Long after I have gone, though not even my soul remaineth, my love will be with you forever, my dearest children.
And she can finally return to the star. All right, and there we are, and we are way long on this episode. There's another cutscene that still hits. Alright, well, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, and then we'll pick up this point when we come back. So, for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time.